It's Tuesday, January 26th, and I hope we are only about a month away from moving into this place. I'm gonna flip this around and show you what is going on. Coming down fast. So this morning, I've been working on this front wall here, which is looking really cool. It's a little challenging over on this side. I have all the boards cut and tacked them into place just to make sure that they fit before I paint them. So I've already painted them. But it's a little challenging because the floor is not level and the window is not even perfectly level. So unless my level's off, maybe it could be my level. So I am trying to fit these all in here with the right amount of gap with stuff not being perfectly level. Luckily, I'm glad I went with these wider boards. These are like 11 inches right there. And so it's gonna hide really any unlevelness. Like if I had this seam right there really close to the floor, it would be really obvious that it's a ½ inch off from one side to the other, but it's not going to be obvious. It shouldn't be anyways. So I've got some more boards here. These are the ones that I've cut out for that wall that I have to put one more coat of white on them before I put them up. And the floor looks really good. Mrs. Z and I went out to dinner last night, and then we came over here at like 9 o'clock and clear coated this floor. So from the hallway all the way back here to the master bedroom, this floor has one coat of sealer on it, and I don't really have to do another one right now. I'm just gonna hold off on doing a second coat and maybe just hit the spots that that eventually wear through from traffic with a second coat. So looking really good in here. So what I'm gonna work on right now is getting this door all trimmed out, get that door trimmed out. I gotta trim the ceiling and the corners and this window. I got lots of trim to do, and the slider. But if I can get this bedroom done, maybe even by the end of the day today, if I have enough trim, then I can start moving all the stuff that we have in Alexa's room. Look at this. This is ridiculous. If I can get all this stuff moved out of here and into the back bedroom, then I can start working on this bedroom. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. But me and Mrs. Z picked up a couple mirrors last night from Hobby Lobby. Like, look at this. Look at how cool is that? Look. Here's me in the mirror. Yeah, looks good. So I think it's a pretty cool mirror. That's gonna go right here in front of the vanity. And then I picked up another one for the small bathroom. I have it just sitting there, but I have to actually hang it up a little higher. But there's that. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I like it. And we picked up a plug for the dryer last night. Apparently dryers don't come with a plug. Well, who would think that? So I'm gonna keep on cranking. I have lots of work to do, but we're headed to the finish line. I feel like the finish line is in sight, and hopefully just a month away. I'm hoping by early March we'll be moving into this place. So, fingers crossed that everything goes good. All right, it's almost 6 o'clock. Same day still, but I got all of the trim work done in the master bedroom. So up there is how I joined those two header pieces together. And I'll fill those screw holes so that you can't see those. And then I'm gonna put like a couple plug things up there so it looks like they're joined together the old Amish way. And I'm really liking the rough sawn trim. I love all of the wormholes and the pickling, and it just looks really cool. I like it a lot. And it's nice and beefy. Looks really cool with the industrialness of the clear-coated concrete floor. Had a couple frustrating moments on this window trim just with warped boards, but in the end, it turned out really nice. So, and then up there is where one of our mini splits will go. So that's it. That's a wrap on the master bedroom. For now, anyways. Very happy with it though. Turned out really nice. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Man, oh man. Roads are a sloppy mess. Gross. Just went over to Builder's First Source. My buddy Joe had all of our smart panel in 30 sheets of 4 foot by 10 foot LP smart panel, and they're pretty short-handed on delivery guys. So I'm like, you want me to just come over and get it? And he said, come on over. So just took the trailer over there and picked that up, driving it home. Thankfully, it was all on a pallet, and it was all covered with saran wrap or some sort of plastic wrap, because the roads are a mess. And the old Jeep with the 35s, even with my big trucker mud flaps, throws a lot of stuff. So it's sloppy, but the LP smart panel is safely under plastic. So on my way back home. Shake that booty. Holy cow. It is cold. It's 12 degrees this morning. Snow is crunching under my tires. Crunch, crunch. My cat is hilarious. Our cat is addicted to the TV. Like, seriously addicted to the TV. So as soon as we get up in the morning, he goes right over and sits next to the TV like, turn on my show. I'll show you a little clip of that. It's hilarious. He likes these little cat videos. So funny. Good practice for hunting, I guess. All right, I'm headed over here to do some work. Let's get rolling. All right, I did some rearranging in the living area here. Ouch, geez, I trip over stuff. It's insane. So, me and Mrs. Z were over here cranking out stuff yesterday. I'll show you what we got done, but I got this whole living room rearranged because I got to build these shower walls. I started on it last night. That's the back shower wall right here. But I had to get canvases on the floor. I had to button down plastic, stuff like that. Hoping my buddy Robert's drywall buddy is coming over here today to shoot me a good price. But look at, we got Alexa's bedroom completely cleared out. We have the floor sealed, sanded and sealed. I love that look. That is so cool. So one of my goals today is to get the rest of these seams all pre-filled. I started on it, what I could reach the other day, but I still gotta do a little bit of sealing up there. And I gotta do a couple spots on that wall. So I need to get those pre-filled with the Durabond, and then keep working on the shower here. So what I did here, actually I can flip a light on in here. What I did in here for the shower wall is I got these 90-degree aluminum brackets and I glued those on. It looks like they're nice and solid now. Glued those on so they come all the way down here to the shower pan and inside this lip. So if water were somehow, after this is completely sealed up with silicone and everything, where these corners go, if water did still somehow get in there, it could go down into the shower pan right there instead of outside of the shower pan. So I figured that'd be a good idea. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna work on this side of the shower today, and I'm gonna work on this side of the shower today. See if I can get this all in place and buttoned up, and then I'll take it back down and do the epoxy on it. So that's on my agenda today. Let's roll. All right, I've been working on the shower surround here. So here's what I got so far. 8-foot tall shower surround. I got a couple cuts I gotta make, but I have the cutout for the shower head, and then I'm going to trim out the whole thing with the rough saw when I'm done. Trim on the floor, and then we have a shower door, glass shower door that's got to get installed. So back here, I'm gonna cut this off so it's flush right there with the trim. So I gotta make that whole cut. I gotta make one more cut on the top of there to get that a little bit shorter up in the corner there. You can see that one's a little taller. Other than that, I think we're looking really good here. Really good. So I'm building this out of MDO, which is medium density overlay, but it's a marine plywood, so it's got the exterior glue on it. And I'm gonna epoxy every part of it. So there's no way water can get into it anyways if I do it right. So epoxy the back, I'll epoxy the edges, all of it. I'm gonna do like a cool marble finish on it, but there's what we got. All right, I'm gonna keep cranking. Look at that glow. That's actually the sun. So it's about 5:30 and I've put in a long day of work. My back is hurting. I'm gonna show you what I did. So I got the shower walls done and primed. They are ready for epoxy, provided that my buddy Rob likes the distance I have around the shower head. I'll show you here in a second, but I just did this flush. So then once that epoxy runs around the corner, that should look really cool. And this side will all get trim around the whole top when I'm done. No trim there. No trim on this side. Not planning on it. So if I get in the shower here, I did leave a little bit of a gap all the way around the bottom so I can fill that in with probably a high quality urethane or something like that to fill in that gap. And then here's the shower. It took me a couple tries, honestly. In fact, where the primer's all cracked right there, that's because I had to fill in some of my too big of a cut with sculptable epoxy. I think I'm in good shape now. I'm waiting to hear back from Rob as far as, because I don't have the faucet here. So if I had the faucet here, I would know how big I could make this hole and get away with it, but I don't know. So he needs to get me that measurement. And I got the hole cut there for the shower head, and I know that gets a bigger plate over top of it. So that'll all get covered. Not worried about that at all. And then once we're all epoxied and in place and trimmed, I will run a bead of silicone down here, and no water can get back beyond those angles anyways. Yeah, I'm feeling good about that. What in the world? Look at, there's a spider in my shower. Oh man, I better not let Mrs. Z know about that. I better kill that thing. She don't like spiders or snakes. So that is where we're at. Look, I killed the spider. Can you see that? I smushed it on a paint stick. Don't worry, honey. Spider's dead. No more spiders in this house. All right, so me and Mrs. Z are headed to Menards. Whoa, lights off. Can't see me anymore. We're headed to Menards and Lowe's again. They actually know me by name there. Seriously, they're too much. So we're headed up there to pick up a couple things. I had Mike, my buddy Robert's friend Mike, came over today, and he's gonna start on the drywall on the ceiling tomorrow. Taping, mudding, taping, finishing, stomping, all of it. I'm like, Mike, I like doing it actually. It doesn't bother me at all, but my arm is throbbing. Seriously, the tendonitis in my arm is really giving me fits. It needs to be gone. Not my arm. My arm doesn't need to be gone, but the tendonitis needs to be gone. I had it for like a year, and then it went away, and then I carried a chainsaw for 2 months and a nailer for 2 months, and then it came back with a vengeance. So it needs to go away for good. But until then, I gotta have some help finishing this because I can't do it. My arm says, no way, dude. So that's where we're at. Mrs. Z and I are gonna go on a hot date to Menards and Lowe's and maybe Culver's for dinner. So that's the deal. Look at this room. I got this totally cleared out. Mike says, clear this room out because I'm gonna make a mess. So we did it. We cleared it out. That's it for now, y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Actually, it'll be today, the same time that you're watching this, but tomorrow, my time. So, over and out. Saturday morning, and there's going to be a flurry of activity to here today. So I got Sean and the boys coming over to hang all of the smart panel. I got Mike coming to work on drywall, taping and mudding. I'm enjoying a few quiet moments before all of that, listening to a little jazz on the radio, drinking some coffee. Yeah, life is good. You got to enjoy those moments where everything just feels right, because there's a lot of those moments in life where life is just hard, really hard. Yep, some of the stuff that I see my friends going through this week with deaths in the family and stuff, life is just hard. I don't care if everything is really good in your life. If you're all set financially, if nobody's sick, everybody's doing good, still life is hard. But when all the troubles come at you, we are sure not promised that we will not have trouble in this life. But for me, the only thing that gets me through is my relationship with God. I don't know how people do it without that, seriously. I did that for 18 years, and by the time I was 18 years old, I was writing suicide notes. I was drawing pictures of myself hanging from a tree, handing those in with my homework, just crying out for help because I hated life so badly. It wasn't until I realized how much God truly loves me that I had a turning point in my life when I realized that I'm a sinner just like everybody else. I need a savior. I need to be forgiven from my sins. And that's when I established a relationship with Jesus, and that was the turning point in my life. I don't know how I could do it before that. There's no way I could do it without that. So that's just me. A little preaching moment this morning. But I'm just going to enjoy the calmness of the moment. I've been working my tail off. Just going to enjoy sitting here in the quiet, listening to some jazz, and then we'll get rolling. Here we go. I'm in desperate need of some Sawhorses, so I bought some of these little Sawhorse brackets last night. Building me some quick Sawhorses here. Quick and cheap. I already had the 2x4s, so I'm gonna get those built in a minute, and then I can use those for pouring the epoxy on those shower panels, among lots of other things. The Sawhorses I have are falling apart. Not looking so good. I don't even know whose these Sawhorses are. They aren't mine. Somebody left them here. But as you can see, they probably left them here because they were like, I'm gonna throw them away or leave them with Matt. Got the boys here putting siding on today. It's looking good. They're busy at it. Oh man, my new friend Mike, actually he's my new best friend, Mike, who's drywalling. He's my best friend because he thought I was about 39 years old. So we're best friends now. But he came and did taped all the seams today. Look at that beautiful tape job on the ceiling. While I have been filling screw holes. So he did all the seams in this small bedroom, and then the entire living area, 24 feet by 25 feet, all of the ceiling is taped. And he taped the wall seams that I had not done in here. Whew, lots of progress. I love it. I love to see progress. This one's costing me a little bit of money. I'm not sure how much yet, but sometimes it's worth it. Like, this is more progress done today than I probably would have made in a week. So super thankful for that. I'm gonna go see how the boys are doing outside on the siding. Let's check the progress here. See what's going on. Oh, look at this. We have this whole side of the house is sided. Really nice. That's gonna look really good painted black with my rough sawn trim like what I have on the shed there. Looking good. Looking good. This is all the LP Smart panel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, looking really nice. Let's see how they're coming on the back here. They got their rock music playing, these young punks. I was there once. Yeah, looking good. Lots of progress.